Removing a dent from a shotgun barrel isn't that difficult if you have the right tools. Let me show you how. The walls of most shotgun barrels are fairly thin and can be easily dented, like on this pre-1913 L.C. Smith, number 3 grade. Conventional wisdom is that a gun with a dented barrel shouldn't be fired, as a dent creates a partial obstruction inside the bore. Using a bore gauge, I can see that this dent is about 10 thousandths deep. There are several methods of removing dents. Hydraulic dent razors are available, but very expensive. Another option is to turn a series of steel plugs and drive them under the dent. I prefer to use a tool like this one that uses 2 sliding wedges. It was made here in the shop, and turning this adjustment knob draws the wedges together to support the bottom of the dent as it's tapped out. The long bearing surfaces of the wedges minimizes the chance of distorting the barrel. I begin by setting the stop collar so that the wedges are positioned directly under the dent. Then, with the tool in the barrel, I turn the knob to tighten the wedges firmly against the underside of the dent. This indicator dot ensures the wedges are correctly oriented. One of the most important tools when raising a dent is the hammer. I like to use a brass hammer with a highly polished domed face to avoid scratching the barrel finish. Tapping gently around the outside of the dent will reform the metal and begin to raise it back into position. As the metal is reformed, I have to tighten the tool to draw the wedges closer together and support the dent from the bottom. It's important to work patiently. I move around the dent, working inwards, until almost all evidence of the dent is gone. At this point, the gun is perfectly serviceable, but the last step is typically honing the bore, which will remove all traces of the dent. Since I didn't damage the finish, and this repair doesn't stand out, it isn't necessary to reblue the barrels.